good to see you this afternoon, and I thought I'd talk specifically about skincare, in particular for aging skin. I have aging skin. I'm 42 and my skin is changing a lot, and if I can say, I'm quite pleased with the fact that I've been able to stay away from anything that is overly chemical on my skin, anything that is the lift and tuck. Haven't needed it yet, and I suppose I don't want to say that it's something that I wouldn't do, but I suppose the main point is that I haven't needed it yet, and I feel like as if my skin is quite plump, quite firm, and I do put that down to the products that I'm using. So last week I talked to you specifically about the aloe vera drinking gel, and I mentioned that it has such fantastic benefits on the body overall, and I touched a bit on skincare, but I didn't go into it in too much detail. So I'll start with this. And I often say, you know, buying a good moisturiser, etc., it's great. It's kind of like putting a plaster on. It's not necessarily getting to some of the root causes as to maybe why your skin needs a bit of help. Now, this little beauty has over 200 health compounds, and one of the enzymes in the aloe vera drinking gel actually promotes collagen formation. So while some people might take collagen supplements, and I've certainly used them, what I am finding is that this in itself is really helping to boost the collagen that I already have. So, you know, at 42, that's starting to diminish. Hasn't diminished, but it's certainly less than it used to be when I was younger. And so this is really helping to give that boost. So most people who drink this find that their skin starts to look a little bit more supple, but also it looks brighter, fresher, eyes look clearer. So this would be one thing that I would say from a skincare perspective. This just doesn't just deal with skincare, but it's really going to help your skin. But from an aging perspective, and in specifically looking at the firming and the tightening, I have been using this. So this is the Infinite range. It's specifically for aging skin, and this is the firming serum. And I'm loving this. So I'm a bit of a Good Housekeeping follower, so I subscribe, I get it every month. I absolutely love the articles, and I always look to see what Good Housekeeping is saying about products. And Good Housekeeping rate this 4.5 or 4 out of 5. So it had fantastic reviews. In particular, those that had tried it were saying skin definitely felt firmer, looked firmer. And I can say in terms of me using this, there's definitely firmness that happens, and there's a lift that's happening here. So this particular serum, yeah, thank you. It's doing a really good job for me, and I'm really enjoying using it. It's also great because when you put a serum on, sometimes it takes a while to absorb. Just don't have any of that faffing about with this. You pop it on, done, and then put your moisturiser on afterwards. For moisturisers, I mix and match quite a bit, and those that know me well joke, you know, I'm a walking, talking aloe vera plant because I'm not using much else apart from Forever Living aloe vera products. And I mentioned earlier about aloe vera being a bit like wine. There are so many different aloe vera plants. Now, I didn't know how many there were until I was educated on this. There are actually 400. So 400 different types of plants. And if you think about it, like we know with wine, if you drink wine, I certainly enjoy drinking wine, not all wine grapes are equal. And you can quite happily buy something off the shelf for X pounds and then, you know, decide to maybe buy something a little bit more expensive and you know you're getting a better quality grape. Now that might also mean that you're having less of a fuzzy head the following day. And it's not that dissimilar to the aloe vera plant, with there being 400 different types. Forever Living use a particular or plant a particular aloe vera plant, the Miller aloe vera plant, and that's what's giving us a really high quality aloe vera. And so I'm flagging that because there are a lot of different products out there at the moment, a lot of sort of high street products as well that are posting the fact that they include aloe vera, and great. The likelihood is though that they might be using a different quality aloe vera. So look out for that and be aware of it. And so when it comes to also knowing what's in your products, thank you to Good Housekeeping, it also talked recently about looking at the ingredients and seeing where certain things were in the list of ingredients. And the further up it is, that will tell you that that is the highest quantity in that product. And so I've actually been using this method recently around, you know, what's in this product? What have I got? And I love the fact that when I turn over any of the Forever Living products that I'm using, the first thing that I will see is aloe vera and the type of aloe vera that is in there. So the aloe vera gel, that's what's in the products, that's the inner leaf, that's the really good stuff. So you know when you use one of the Forever Living products, it's going to have a high quantity of the highest quality aloe vera in it, and that's what's giving us all the good stuff. So when it comes to moisturizers, I like to mix and match, like I mentioned, because I think skin can get used to certain things. But the moisturizer that I find the most beneficial for my skin as my skin is changing is this one, the Aloe Propolis. You can see that it's been used a lot. Now we all use this. We started off using it with my daughter who has a skin condition, or when she was a baby she had a skin condition, and this cleared it up. And then we've just all used it. Now this is the moisturizer that will go on my face and my husband's in the evening. And the reason why I like it so much for the fact that my skin is changing is that I get a little bit more redness than I used to. I'm a little bit more sensitive than I used to. And the propolis in this particular cream has superpowers. You know, I call it the miracle cream in this house, but it helps to even out the redness, helps to even out skin tone. If there's anything sort of flaring up on your skin, any breakouts that you might be having in at different stages of the month, this cream is really, really good for that. So this is about £20. It is such a good moisturizer. It includes vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C. So these are all great nutrients that we need for our skin as it ages. So I'm a big fan of this one. Now the other thing that I use, you know, we need to keep our skin hydrated, and as the seasons change as well. I mean, you all know this, and I'm just talking through what I'm using to keep my skin feeling and looking youthful. So this is a gel mask. You sleep with this on. So it has a high quantity of the inner leaf aloe vera inside it. You literally just put it on your face and go to bed. You wake up in the morning, it's all absorbed, and it really does help with the brightness of the skin. So I probably use this, I put this on my face a couple of nights during the week, and it's just so easy. You know, you washed your face, cleaned it, slap it on, go to sleep. But it does so much good. The more we feel good about ourselves, the more effective we are. You know, so this is you as the lifestyle page of my corporate company, Newland Rock, and that is leadership effectiveness, executive coaching, you know, working with very senior leaders in large organizations. And I know that if we don't like what we're looking at in the mirror, if we're not feeling great about ourselves, go into a bit of self-sabotage. We can eat the foods that aren't going to serve us well. Making sure that we are nourishing our bodies with products that are going to do our body good also helps with our mindset, and it helps with our performance. So whether you're using these or whether you're using something else, invest in yourself. Put some time aside for yourself, especially now. We really all need to lift the lockdown lull, right?